Welcome to BW Businessworld. Today we are here at BW Education Leadership Summit 2023. We have with us Mr. Ujjwal Singh, who is President and CEO of Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. Welcome, sir.
Hi.
So good to have you. We are talking about how the education is evolving and the sector per se. How was your journey till here? And talk about how has the sector evolved in last couple of years.
So this is my 25th year in education.
My goodness.
And I've seen computer education, smart boards in classrooms, curriculum, and for almost 6-7 years seen education in the global market in multiple countries. And for last 2 years, I'm the President and CEO for Infinity Learn. It's an EdTech representing K-12. I think there's a lot of change which happened. COVID did definitely pushed the technology inside the education system a lot more. There are 3 or 4 base changes that happened. One, the acceptance of technology has grown. Second, the use of technology with learners have become far more easy. I think for the first time the sector is talking about data. So after the assessment, having the data is something which we are for the first time seeing it. I think that's a big change.
I agree. I certainly agree, and it's also helping even the sectors, even the institutions, even the individuals to evolve and go forward. In the new era, we talk about emphasis on collaboration. We talk about engagement. Yeah, how important are these two? And what more if we talk about engaging well with the students when we specifically talk about K-12, what would you say?
So, the collaboration is happening at the level of students and at the level of teachers also.
That's right.
Because of the regulatory environment, a lot of people who could not go and teach inside the classroom, they became EdTech teachers, and a lot of people saw passion and fulfilling their passion through teaching young learners different kinds of technology based learning and everything else. So I think the society is far more inclusive now to say that if I want to teach, there are multiple ways to teach. The other big thing which has happened is that our learners are getting exposure from international locations. So collaboration, people are seeing that can I collaborate with school system, can I collaborate with higher ed college system, can I see that work environment collaborations can happen within the technology based education. I think market has opened up. A lot more partnership, collaboration, service providers, all that is grown. But one of the best things has happened that I think a lot of people have become teachers, and you don't need a regulatory environment and BA degree to become a teacher on EdTech. If you are passionate about teaching something, any skill, I think people have become far more collaborative on that side.
Yeah, but particularly I wish to appreciate the fact that boundaries are now blurring.
Absolutely.
And the culture, as you rightly said, is being more inclusive, more collaborating right now. Are you also looking at some collaboration with, let's say, Government of India or other partners or higher ed? Also talk about the recent news we saw about EdTech, major layoffs among EdTechs. What role is EdTech playing across the genres of education?
So one, we have built the company on ethos of build, buy and partnership. So we build a few things, we buy a few companies, and we partner and collaborate with lot of people. So this is part and parcel of our ecosystem. But you asked about the overall industry perspective, jobs, contribution.
Yeah.
I think if you look at it, the number of people have been asked to go, but in last 6 to 10 years time, the number of people who have been invited. When I started working in NIIT in 1996, 98, at that point of time, telling people that I work for education, they thought, are you a teacher or what? Limited to that. So I think there's a huge change which has happened. Lot of very well qualified people from IITs, IIMs, different spheres of life have come to the education sector and they are contributing. Yes, as any industry, it goes up and down. But this is not the first time industry has seen multiple rounds of going ups and downs. I think this is a temporary phase. Technology in education is going to be the most critical element for education to evolve in the next millennium.
So good to know. So good to know. I sincerely appreciate your optimism going forward for the industry. What new can we expect from Infinity Learn? If I can talk about, we are in the first month of the year. What new can be expected out of it?
So we are planning 3 or 4 things. We are launching something which is, we work in area of assessment. Largely, we prepare children for JEE and NEET.
That's right.
Now we are looking at every now and then how many different kind of challenges we can solve. One of the things which we found is that assessment still very sharp feedback based assessment is still a big challenge statement. Solving doubts is a big challenge statement. Internet availability in the tier 3, tier 4, tier rural areas is a big challenge statement. So for us this year, these are the 3 things. How can you make assessment as par as what the benchmark is? Give insight to the learner so that he really benefits. If he's taken a test, really give good insight. So that it's like a blood report. You see the blood report, you know that is there a problem or not. So can we do that?
Good analysis.
Very good analysis. And largely to say that can you do that in the non-internet environment? That will be a big challenge for us to solve this.
That's right. Just because that will be the real drive to get you to those last mile kids sitting there. Yeah. So good to know. And towards my final question, what is your personal philosophy of education? You've been in the industry so long, 25 long years. What would you say as an educator, as an enabler, as an individual? What is your core philosophy when you look at education as a whole?
So I believe in this one line that do what you love to do, but do the best.
That's right.
So I love to do this, but I'm just still frivolous and casual about it. Doesn't get results. So there's no shortcut to hard work. You can choose whatever you want to do, but do so well that nobody else can compete there. I think there's a word called grit, which is a combination of passion and hard work. I'm a big fan of that word. I think if we can inculcate that in all our young learners, I think we will be very successful.
How lovely. And your one final advice to educators, especially this is the time where educators and students as well are trying to figure out their comfortable space, trying to figure out what strategy are working well for them. So what is your one advice to educators as well as for students to strive in this environment right now?
So for educators, I say bachcha sikha ki nahi. So it is not that I taught. It is that the child learnt or not.
By all means.
By all means. If we can take the ownership of learning, I think we are doing good job in education. So one line advice, bachcha sikha ki nahi.
So good to know, so good to know. And I just got to know this is your second anniversary as a CEO with this group.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What this award does means to you. You have just won the award in the gold category. What does it mean to you?
It means a lot. It means a recognition from the industry. It means a recognition from established brand like Businessworld, and it brings a huge amount of credibility. I am very thankful for the jury who thought that I'm eligible for this award, and I'm Tahe dil se thank you.
Thank you so much for joining in. We wish you all the very best for all your endeavors. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you.